Hello everyone, in this video we are going to discuss about 2019 GATE question on plastic analysis concept. See the question in plastic analysis topic. Once go through this question. Actually this was a question in 2019 GATE. Clear everyone? So see the question. Once I'll read out this question. If a section shown, so this is a section. Basically which section it is? It is a T section. So this section turns from fully elastic. See the terms here. Fully elastic turns from fully elastic to fully plastic. So what is meant by elastic and what is meant by plastic, we have discussed in detail in our conceptual and theoretical part of plastic analysis, right? Or in the beginning of the plastic analysis, we have discussed what is elastic and what is plastic. Clear everyone? Now this section, because of some external loading, turns from fully elastic to fully plastic. Clear everyone? Now what is asking? The depth of neutral axis decreases by, as we know, in elastic state there exists one neutral axis, and in plastic state also there exists one neutral axis, right? But these two neutral axes are not same. Okay, but these two neutral axes are not same for all the types of cross sections. For example, you take T section shown on the board, clear, but you take example rectangular section. So for rectangular section, plastic neutral axis and elastic neutral axis coincide each other. Is that clear? It means from this we can conclude that for double symmetrical sections, okay, for double symmetrical sections, the best example rectangle, the plastic neutral axis and elastic neutral axis coincides. But for but for single symmetric and no symmetric cross sections, these two are different. Okay, these two are different, like T section, triangle, etc. Is that okay? But one should have the knowledge of what is meant by elastic neutral axis and what is meant by plastic neutral axis, which is what already dealt in our theoretical discussion of plastic analysis. Is that okay, everyone? But here briefly I'll revise those things. So elastic neutral axis is a neutral axis which passes through the CGE or centroid of a cross section. That is the property of elastic neutral axis. Whereas plastic neutral axis divides, okay, plastic neutral axis divides the cross sectional area into two equal halves. Hence, elastic neutral axis is also called as centroidal axis, and plastic neutral axis is also called as equal area axis. This is what the basic difference between these two axes, or you can say the definition of these two neutral axes. Okay, once I repeat, elastic neutral axis passes to the CG or centroid of the cross section, whereas plastic neutral axis divides the cross section area into two equal parts. So based on that we can solve this question, and that too this question is for 2 marks, but very easy to score. That is what I keep on saying all the time. Clear everyone? So from steel we can easily answer, provided we are perfect with the basics, or you should go through the sessions what we have done. Okay, you should revise those sessions again and again. Is that clear, everyone? Now come to the solution part of this question. So here, for this cross section, okay, for this given cross section, dimensions were mentioned. It means this is basically this is a T section which consists of one flange and one web, right? So coming to the flange, it is having a thickness of 5 mm and width of 60 mm, and coming to the web, this web is having a thickness of 5 mm and depth of 60 mm. Is that clear? These are the dimensions, and here y was mentioned here. See here, y was mentioned. So basically this y is the distance of elastic neutral axis from the top. So we need to find y first. Okay, we need to find y first. So this y can be evaluated by using Varignus theorem, which we have studied, or which we have started studying right from our +2. Even in our sessions also we have solved some questions, right? Coming to the y bar. So for finding out the y bar, we use Varignus theorem. What is that Varignus theorem? A1y1 plus A2y2 upon A1 plus A2. This is what that Varignus theorem. So coming to the A1, here A1 is this area, flange area, and A2 is the web area, and y1 is nothing but distance of CG, okay, distance of CG of this flange from the top. In the same way, y2 is nothing but distance of the CG of this web from the top fiber, okay, from the extreme fiber. Clear, everyone? So now A is nothing but area. So 60 into 5, that is what the area. So here I'll write, better I'll write here 60 into 5, And now what is the CG? So CG, where the CG lies for this flange from the top fiber or from the extreme fiber, half of 5, that is 2.5 plus A2. So areas are equal here. It is very clear that area of the flange is equal to area of the web. So areas are equal. Now A2 is also same, 60 into 5. Now where the CG for this web lies from the top, so here it is 5, and for the web the CG lies exactly at half, okay, at the half distance, okay, half distance from the junction of the flange and web, that is 30. So 5 plus 30, that is 35 by, so A1 plus A2 is nothing but summation of the area of the web and flange, that is 2 into twice the area of a flange or web, whatever it may be, that is 2 into 60 into 5. Is that okay? Now from this, okay, from this we can simplify this calculation from the given this expression. So 60 into 5, 60 into 5, 60 into 5, we can cancel. Now what are the terms we are left here? We are left with 2.5 plus 35, right? 2.5 plus 35, it is 37.5. How much? 37.5. In numerator we are having 2. So 37.5 by 2, which comes out to be 18.75 mm. That's it. It means elastic neutral axis lies at a distance of 18.75 mm from the top of this cross section or from extreme fiber of the given cross section. Is that clear? So here I will mention y bar. How much the y bar? 18.75 mm. So basically this is the neutral axis. This neutral axis is also called as elastic neutral axis or centroidal axis. So this is neutral axis. So here I will write centroidal neutral axis. Okay, centroidal axis. The reason this elastic neutral axis passes through the CG of the cross section. Clear everyone? Now we need to find the distance of the plastic neutral axis from the top or from the extreme fiber. Then only we can see or we can answer this question. It means then only we can say that the depth of neutral axis decreases by what amount. Clear everyone? Now coming to the plastic neutral axis, once again I will recall the definition of plastic neutral axis. Plastic neutral axis divide the cross section into two equal halves, right everyone? So by visual inspection, without any calculation, just by observing the given cross section, okay, without any calculation, just by observing the given cross section, we can say that plastic neutral axis lies at the junction of web and flange. The reason, area of the web is how much? 16 to 5. Sorry, area of the flange is how much? 16 to 5. And area of the web is again 16 to 5. So both the areas are equal. Okay, as both the areas are equal, then plastic neutral axis lies exactly at the junction of these two, web and flange. Therefore, without any calculation, just by visual inspection, we can say that here where plastic neutral axis lies. So this is where plastic neutral axis. We know that plastic neutral axis is also considered as, or it is also called as elastic equal area axis. Here I will mention. So this is equal area axis. Equal area axis. This is also neutral axis in plastic state. Okay, this is also neutral axis in plastic state. So now the plastic neutral axis lies at a distance of 5 mm from the top, whereas elastic neutral axis lies at a distance of 18.75 mm from the top. Now the difference between these two neutral axes, okay, difference between the distance of these two neutral axes gives us the answer for the given question. So what is the difference here? So total is 18.75. Okay, total means elastic neutral axis distance is 18.75 and plastic neutral axis distance from the top is 5 mm. Upon subtracting these two, it means here I will write 18.75 minus 5. That comes out to be 13.75 mm. Okay, that is 13.75 mm. Then which is the correct option here? Third one. As I said, this is 2 marks. The very same type of question we have discussed in our theoretical part also. Okay, theoretical part also the very same type of question we have discussed. But this was the question in 2019 GATE question, 2 marks. See how simple. Okay, how simple. Within less than 2 minutes we can solve these type of questions and very easy to score marks from this particular subject, that is design of steel structures. Clear everyone? So take it down. So answer is C.